political analyst, Danny Dayong-Hirang, shares his commentaries and analysis on the latest issues. As a veteran public servant, offering his insights and critical thinking. As an educator, he speaks the truth that matters. Our seasoned legislator, Danny Dayong-Hirang, is live every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. via Facebook. Follow us on our social media platforms for more details. Mahalin natin ang Pilipinas.
Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. This is Councilor Danny Dayong-Hirang. Pag-usapan po natin itong may nabasa ako dito, yung DepEd tambayan. Ibig sabihin, the way it was presented here, ito yung mga kaka-pink. No? Alam mo yung kaka-pink? Kulay pink. Ibig sabihin, ito yung mga, ano ba yung pink? Grupo nila yun di ba? Ni Leni Robredo na at the time, tumakbo ng presidente, no? While si Vice President na sa kabila, no? So, pero at the start, ang understanding dito, ito sila yung mga critical. Ibig sabihin ng critical, parang hindi naman ayaw, pero nag-o-obserba. Pero the way it is presented now, parang kumbinsido sila na maganda yung pagpatakbo ni Vice President Sara Duterte. Basahin ko lang, no? Ito ipa-plus natin. DepEd tambayan. Kaka-pink here, I did not vote for Sara Duterte. But with all sincerity, ibig sabihin talagang sinasabi niya, I appreciated the policies she implemented that benefited the lowly teachers, yung mga ordinaryong teacher. So ito ang sagot doon sa mga congressman na nananawagan na Sara resign. Ito mismo, kasama dati na talagang may reservation kay Sara. Ngayon, admitted sila that what she decreed, no DepEd minor gods and goddesses could contradict. She listened well to the teachers' complaints and promptly acted on them. Ibig sabihin, nakikinig. Teachers complained on how classroom structuring was such a physical and financial burden to them. Hence, the classroom decor ban. So, tinanggal ni Vice Presidente yung pinatanggal niya. Nilinis niya yung classroom. Teachers whine on how administrative tasks took precious time and made them lose focus on teaching. Ibig sabihin, nakakapagod yung daming trabaho ng mga guro na hindi naman pagtuturo yung trabaho. At ito, nagpapasalamat yung mga guro. Ito yung mga binabanggit itong DepEd tambayan. No? Then, here, mandate to exempt teachers from admin tasks. Ito yung mga bagay na dapat hindi kasali sa mga guro yung trabaho na yan kasi pagtuturo ang pinag-aralan nila. Teachers cried for the lack of rest and vacation time. Mga guro umiiyak, nagre-reklamo, kulang ng oras sa pamilya. Kasi even during vacation time, ang daming lesson plan pinapagawa, ang daming requirements. Tinanggal ni Vice President Sara ito. Kaya sabi nung kaka-pink, yung isa sa mga critical sa kanya, tama itong mga ginawa ni Vice President. Kumbinsido sila. Her mandate to exempt teachers from admin tasks, teachers and cried for lack of rest and vacation. Ngayon, nakabakasyon yung mga guro. Here, the mandatory uninterrupted vacation that we are enjoying now. Palagi ko guro din ito Uninterrupted. Ibig sabihin, tuloy-tuloy, walang makapag-utos. Nagpapahinga ang mga guro. Congratulations, mga teachers. You can just imagine yung mga nagawa ni Vice President Sara. For so long, sa tagal ng panahon, DepEd had been led by those who came from education sector, yet none of them had ever truly looked into the welfare of the teachers. Yun, tama yun. Binanggit ko yan sa dating episode ko. Ang daming mga secretary nang galing sa education sector, mga dating presidente, sa loob ng edukasyon, pero walang nakapag-isip nito except outsider. Si Vice President Sara. Maybe they have these deeply ingrained ideas that teachers being deemed as modern heroes should continue to suffer and sacrifice. Hindi naman literal na dahil bayani itong mga guro, iipitin mo na sa trabaho. It's only Sara, Vice President Sara, nakapag-ayos nito. Binawasan ang trabaho, pinahinga yung mga guro. Walang sekretaryo ng DepEd na nakagawa nito except an outsider, no less than a lawyer, young, brilliant, elected Vice President Sara Duterte. Sara, as a DepEd leader, has done well for the teachers. Let's be honest and admit that. O yun, kayong mga nag-aatake kay Sara, admitahin natin na napakaganda ng performance niya. Ayun, yung mga nananawagan na mag-resign. Ayun, ito ang sagot sa inyo. Galing mismo sa teacher, galing mismo sa kakapink. Walang siguro, baka kasama nyo pa ito. Kasama nyo na mismo nagsabi. Let us not be ingrates. Ano ba yung ingrates? Ingrates is parang ingrato, no? O gano'n. Who never see the good when there's something good to see. Ibig sabihin, let's be honest to ourselves. Huwag nating sabihin na walang nagawa. Meron namang nagawang maganda. Why don't we give to what is due to Cesar, Kung anong, yun. But you know, sometimes political mind yung nandyan eh. Hindi nila iniisip yung, alam mo, I've been a politician also for a long time. Kung ano yung maganda, yun. Kaya, no less than si Baste, acknowledge na ang consistent opposition sa Senate, si Risa Hontiveros. It takes a Duterte to acknowledge that in spite sa criticism on issues, not so much on personality. Here we go, the mayor of Davao recognizes Risa Hontiveros as consistent opposition dyan sa Senate. I just hope that changes she implemented for the teachers' benefits would not be cancelled out and would be upheld by whoever will replace her. Nagdadasal lang itong isang guro na sana yung nagawa ni Vice President Sara ay pagpatuloy. Ito yung new kind of politics. A politics not on personality, not because of Sara, not because of Bongbong Marcos or what. Ang issue dito yung what is good for the students, for the family, for the teachers, and for the community. Politician come and go, pero ito sila, institution ito. Nandyan yung mga teacher, magre-retire sila dyan. At ang tinuturuan nila is the basic, fundamental group of minds, yung institution ng ating pamilya.
A political analyst, Danny Dayong-Hirang, shares his commentaries and analysis on the latest issues. As a veteran public servant, offering his insights and critical thinking. As an educator, he speaks the truth that matters. Our seasoned legislator, Danny Dayong-Hirang, is live every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. via Facebook. Follow us on our social media platforms for more details. Mahalin natin ang Pilipinas.